Welcome everyone to this explainer. I am absolutely thrilled you're joining me today because, well, we're going on a pretty fascinating journey. We're going to look at exactly how you can transform messy, chaotic financial records into crystal clear, actionable business insights. And hey, I want to give a massive shout out right at the top. Full credit for this comprehensive guide goes to the fantastic Assignment on Click repository. They provided the brilliant framework we'll be exploring today.
Okay, let's dive right into this. I want you to imagine you've just been hired as a financial data analyst for a fictional company. Let's call them Global Retail Solutions Ltd. It's your first week, and management comes to you with some highly pressing questions. They really want to know, are we actually growing? Which regions are pulling their weight? Are our operating costs just absolutely destroying our profitability? If you're only looking at raw spreadsheets, answering that core question, whether you're actually growing or just spending more to sell more, well, it can feel like trying to find a needle in a haystack.
Traditionally, finance teams end up wrestling with these massive manual spreadsheets. They export data from accounting software, from CRMs, from databases, and then just try to mash it all together. But let's be honest, doing this manually is a complete nightmare. It breeds inconsistent calculations and reporting errors. And that is exactly where the KNIME analytics platform comes in. KNIME replaces that manual chaos with an automated, visual, low-code workflow. Just think of it as building a perfectly engineered, automated assembly line for your monthly reports, one that is completely auditable and entirely reusable. So here is our roadmap for today's explainer. First, the Financial Data Challenge. Second, meet KNIME Analytics. Third, cleaning and prepping data. Fourth, calculating key financial KPIs. And finally, visualizing actionable insights. All right, let's start with step 1.
Section 1, the Financial Data Challenge. Moving right along to Section 2, meet KNIME Analytics. Section 3, cleaning and prepping data.
Okay, so KNIME handles this grunt work through a really logical sequence. First up, we import our CSV or Excel files. Next, we filter things down to only the columns we actually need, stuff like revenue, cost of goods sold, and transaction date. And we correct the data types. I can't stress this enough, this is absolutely crucial. If a numeric column like revenue gets imported as text just because it has a currency symbol in it, yeah, your financial formulas are going to fail down the line. Then we handle missing values, filter out any duplicate rows so we don't accidentally double count our sales, and finally, we convert our date strings into an actual readable date format. Now, while we're on the topic of cleaning data, I really want to highlight a massive pitfall. As our source material wisely notes, a missing value does not always mean zero. Honestly, it is so tempting to just tell your software to replace every blank cell with a 0. But think about it for a second. If revenue is missing for a specific branch, replacing it with a 0 might incorrectly tell management that absolutely no sales occurred, when in reality, it could just be a system extraction failure. You always have to investigate the actual business meaning behind that missing data.
All right, Section 4, calculating key financial KPIs.
Now, what's really interesting here is the first crucial metric we generate, the gross profit margin. This is simply your gross profit expressed as a percentage of your total revenue. Now, why do we need this? Because high revenue alone absolutely does not mean a business is generating sufficient profit. I mean, if you sell $1 million worth of electronics, but it literally costs you $990,000 to buy them from the supplier, you're in real trouble. Gross profit margin reveals if the organization is effectively managing those direct production and purchasing costs.
Next, we take it a step further and calculate the operating profit margin. This takes our gross profit and subtracts operating expenses, things like administrative costs, rent, and marketing. We then divide that by revenue and multiply by 100. This metric is the real truth teller. It helps management determine if the day-to-day administrative and operating expenses are just eating up way too much of that revenue you worked so hard to bring in. So, once we have profitability figured out, management always wants to know about growth. Are we making more this month than we did last month? In KNIME, we calculate this using a lag column node, which essentially pulls the previous month's revenue right into the current row so we can compare them side by side. But here is the major so what of this step. You absolutely must use a sorter node first to put your year-month records in chronological order. Seriously, if you accidentally sort your months alphabetically, KNIME is going to compare April to August, you'll get wildly incorrect growth percentages, and management will absolutely panic. Save yourself the headache and always sort chronologically first.
To view these trends cleanly, we aggregate our daily records into monthly summaries using a group by node. But watch out for a very common mistake here. You cannot simply average your row-level profit margins to get a monthly margin.
It skews the math completely because those raw rows have completely different base revenue amounts. You must aggregate your total profit and total revenue for the entire month first, and then recalculate the margin from those new monthly totals.
Which brings us to Section 5, Visualizing Actionable Insights. Let's look at some examples of what KNIME can actually generate. Think of a grouped bar chart visualizing actual revenue versus budgeted revenue, broken down month by month. This visualization represents our budget variance, and it is incredibly powerful because it allows management to instantly spot recurring trends. Like, are we missing targets just because of a one-off bad month? Or is there a systemic recurring underperformance that needs immediate intervention?
Now think about total revenue broken down by region, say North versus South. Management sees this and often assumes the region bringing in the biggest slice of the pie is automatically the best region. But as analysts, we have to ask the deeper question, and this brilliantly illustrates why. Is the highest revenue region actually the most profitable one? Because very often, it's not.
This is exactly where we deliver that final analytical twist to our stakeholders. We look at the visuals and extract the true business insights. For instance, if we see revenue growing, but our profit margin is actively declining, well, we have a major cost problem. Maybe it's excessive discounting or skyrocketing supply costs. If a specific region has high revenue but a shockingly low margin, it indicates excessive local costs, like crazy logistics or high employee overhead. Or, if our charts show massive sales in just one single product category, we've got a concentration risk. If that one supply chain fails, the whole company hurts. This proves exactly why you can never, ever look at revenue in a vacuum.
Which leaves us with this provocative question to ponder. Are you, or is your organization, relying just a bit too much on top-line revenue as your ultimate measure of success? Remember, a business can easily increase sales while simultaneously experiencing declining profitability. I really hope this explainer has shown you how automated workflows can reveal the true underlying health of your data. I want to say a huge thank you to the Assignment on Click repository once again for the incredible framework that made all this analysis possible. Now, go take these techniques, fire up those nodes, and transform your own messy data into brilliant insights. Thanks so much.